Oh, I know.
distractions. I see yeah, so like tonight is one of our artists.
Okay, everyone in, everyone
So
back in.
we're having a bunch of shows. We are all on stage together. Every show to support each other, each other. And
And then someone doing turn.
and they oh no, well it's doing it. There's no DJ really, but I mean there's feedback. But we get it the DJ plays.
I love you too, girls. I love you too, Masha. My second one.
On my head, but also. And then go around. Oh, God. I don't know. So, wow. How old are you, Tony? All right, he's okay.
Okay, Poetry Rising will now continue with part 2 of the program, which is the open mic, and we have a lot of local poets who are here. Yes, let's give a hand to all the poets who have come to participate, and to the listeners, because without the listeners, we don't have an event either. So thank you to the listeners as well. Now, first up, we have Wayne Miller. Mr. Wayne Miller, come right up, and if you need to address.
Okay, it's the twist text.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hello. Okay, this poem came from a writing prompt where I was given the first and last line, and I had to connect the dots. The first line is, I have forgotten my umbrella, and the last line is, they are not shouting at the moment. And the poem is called Cemetery. I have forgotten my umbrella. I am leaving the cemetery and realize that I left it open, leaning against a tombstone. The wind picks it up, bouncing over the quiet graves of children and the aged, marking the mud, scratching the asphalt pathways, banging against monuments, metal fences, and stone walls. It moves north toward my old neighborhood, away from the crypts and memorials. With a sudden gust, the umbrella rises into the air, fluttering through the leaves of a willow tree at the end of a brook. I walk to my car. Driving north with my windows open, I hear children shout, "Look, look!" The umbrella spirals over their heads, rising higher and higher, the children laughing and pointing at the odd black bird in a colorful sky. I park my car and watch as my umbrella flies over the top of an apartment building. The last I see of it is the black handle going over a chimney through white steam. I accidentally brought the children joy for a brief moment. They looked up and saw, with their bright eyes, the power of wind, a vast distance, blue hope, white patterns, rainbows past and future, choices laid out in front of them, a place of dreams. One day, many years ago, I looked at the sky from this street, picked a color, moved far away, and filled my life with future and family. Now my children are grown and I am relaxed. I sit in my car and watch. The children turn away from the sky, look at each other, quiet their voices, remove their smiles, darken their eyes, and go back to their barren life of settling scores and selling drugs. There are no memorials, no crypts, no fences, no graves. There are no quiet streets, no epitaphs, no flowers, no memories of a loving past. Where is the gate? I had not yet exited the cemetery. I sit in my car and listen, remaining still on this sepulchral street. Okay. It is the quiet of the dead. I want to yell at them that the moment they had just experienced could change their life as a similar moment changed mine a long time ago. Perhaps one of the corner boys may yet dream of the sky and find his horizon, wanderlust saving him from a broken future. That corner boy may not dream of the sky if his friends shut him down. That corner boy may not dream of the sky if he listens to all of them screaming at me that this is their life and there is no other and there is no moment and there will never be a moment, and that there is only life short and bitter, and they all live in this graveyard of dreams, and the gates of this graveyard are the boundaries of their world. Hope exists through the steam of the chimney, in the blue and white and rainbow and away, only if that boy looks up again, only if time stands still for him, only if the other corner boys stay quiet. There are birds in the sky. The corner boys are quiet. I feel hope. I want to feel hope. They are not shouting at the moment.
Wow. That was very evocative. You never know what you're going to hear. That's why open mic is so wonderful. Thank you, Wayne. The next person up is Bobby de Blasio. So welcome, Bobby de Blasio. He can adjust the mic for himself.
Hey.
Test 1, 2, check. That was my first song. This is really great. There's really some really cool stuff going on here. I'm gonna stick with songs that I like, kind of have a poetic kind of thing, since that's the theme. So here we go. Go home and look in the mirror. Look yourself right in the eye. If things don't seem much clearer, then it's time for you to surmise that you ain't got nothing to show. No matter how hard you try, the next thing you know, you're getting hit in the face with a pie. But better days lie ahead. There are better days just around the bend. You know life gets pretty rough. You gotta work your way through it. When you think that you've had enough, that's the time you gotta get down to it. But you ain't got nowhere to go. You've got nowhere to hide. The next thing you know, you're getting hit in the face with a pie. But better days lie ahead. There are better days just around the bend. And if I spoke too soon, I'm tired of howling at the moon. I'd much rather fill up water balloons. So forgive me if I spoke too soon. You know the world keeps on turning, going round and round, following the sun, though the sun is gonna take us all down. Well, we ain't got nowhere to go. We've got nowhere to hide. The next thing you know, we're all getting hit in the face with a pie. But better days lie ahead. There are better days just around the bend. Around the bend. Around the bend. Around the bend.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. de Blasio here will close us out at the end with another musical interlude, that was beautiful. Thank you very much. All right, yes. I'm gonna move this up to the speakers. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you, Victor. All right, so we're gonna let the music settle because we had a night of birds and it was like a nice, exciting little piece of music there. And the next person we're going to hear tonight is my daughter, Brittany Ragland. Are you ready? Okay, cool. This is actually cooler. All right. I just want to say hello to everybody, old and new. This is actually my first poetry reading. It's not my first performance, but this piece that I'm about to spit, it was the first thing I ever rapped for my mom, but I figured it's kind of better as a poem. So here we go. I don't need drugs to fuel my imagination. No powder or pill could ever replace or erase it. What I need is an escape from my race. The holy kings fallen from grace, once strong, now with disgrace, culture erased. And they can teach you what you don't want to learn and shift your concern to the ash in the urns, the crash and the burn. The screams of the fathers grow loud and they haunt you, but the origins you never knew no matter what you do. The chip on your shoulder gets larger with age as you see the world bathed in violence and rage. You think because they opened the cage that you were free man at the end of the day, and that's the way it'll stay? The sooner niggas realize that ain't true, that the real struggle is internal rotting inside you. Instead of placing blame and pointing fingers, niggas can take their fingers off the triggers and mix some sweet with they bitter. What makes you think you have the right to be sour? Cause your permanent address isn't in the Trump Towers. Cause you ain't got a rich man to buy you flowers, and you ain't got a television screen in your shower. If niggas stop watching silly niggas on the TV, they could read a book and find out what they want to be. Learn some history instead of smoking the weed. Decomposing tween couch cushions with no future, no dreams. Silly people want to be sitting on chrome. But silly people just get 2 shots to the dome. I'm poor, but I'm richer than most. No matter where I go, people are slower than most. I'm trying to hustle the dough without giving blowjobs. My salary is so low, I finna find 4 jobs. But the man don't give a fuck about my sob story. He gonna make me work and then take my glory. Shield your eyes, boo. Finna get gory. This is a Maury. I won't disown a nigga, but I figured you'll let me strip you of your dignity. You'll let me fuck your mind, take his virginity, let the cherry bleed. Don't need a priest or police to tell me what I need. See past my vulgarity. Between the lines, it's charity. Woo! Happy birthday, Mom, and I have to go back to the city now. I love everybody. Thank you for coming out. That's my baby. Thank you, Brittany, honey.
My turn.
Oh, well, yes, so they'll be leaving the house and have to get back to the city. Thank you very much for coming to those poets who gave us that wonderful feature. And my daughter, goodbye, are you leaving?
Peace out. Okay. All right. Because it's... Thank you.
Bye. Okay, let's say goodbye. Bye. All right, bye. Ciao. Ci vediamo dopo. Okay. Next up, we have a wonderful performer. I'm not going to move this because it might be her perfect height. We have a wonderful performer who is known for her jazz vocalist stylings. and she's an amazing friend and amazing talent, and I just saw her perform recently up in Cold Spring, and I'm so thrilled she's going to get up here and do a poem. Her name is Lisa Sokolov.
Yeah, do it with the microphone. Do you want it shorter? I was thinking you're taller than me.
Broken. Yes. Broken. I am a broken one. Sighs and tremors of the earth's crust set me shaking. Mere insinuations of hearts overflow my streams, my dreams fill my arroyos. I have weather. I have weather. I am moved by the planetary orbs. I have weather. I am in motion. I am emotion. I am a broken one. The wind shudders through me, plays me like dry leaves. I am a broken one. No illusion of the solid here. I swim on the shifting tides. I am a broken one. I give. I am a broken one. Broken. Open. Broken. Open. Broken.
I just heard her do that in a church upstate on the Hudson River, and it was so beautiful, and I asked her to do it again, and I'm so glad she did. Okay, well, we have, Olga, really? You're not going to do anything? I see your name crossed out. No? No, nothing from Olga. Okay, I think that was a mistake. And the next person we will hear from then is Debria Thomas. Is she here? Do we have Debria here? Can we welcome her? I don't see anyone moving. Yes, thank you, Debria. Come on down.
This is my first reading of poetry. I'll read two short ones. The first one is Words of a Forgetful Moment. Words of the moment, words of the soul, when words are an allusion to things untold, an emptiness feeling that captures the mind, when tears of water are frozen in time, and led up through emotions of complete solitude, when it doesn't grasp the image of complete destitute. And words are pointless when blood is shed, and endless reminders rush away in your head, and you're trapped within yourself of devastation, becoming a prisoner of your own recitation. When words are given and the same as loneliness, those are the words of a forgetful moment. The second one is If You Only Knew Loud and Clear. Sanctuary with a lifelong love, happiness that's foretold all day long, a gasp of airs and intake from keeping my body steady, 'cause I'll collapse from this love without being ready for compassion that is well deserved, knowing that every piece of you is mine. Helps me regulate and keep firm. If you only knew that I would die for you, hold your heart close but never forsake you. Take you for granted is what you should never fear. If you only knew this love loud and clear. Buy me gold so I could remake it into the gates. Buy me rocks so into stone I would remake. Buy me a pedestal so your heart can finally be protected in my world until the end of destiny. If you only knew that heaven lies in my heart, so when you enter the doors, nothing will tear us apart. If you only knew that gradually we will rise, and you are here, my love, loud and clear, till the end of time.
Thank you, Gabrielle. That was beautiful. And once again, thank you for sharing your first poetry experience with us here at Poetry Rising. All right, now I'm going to have to ask Bobby de Blasio to come and take us out. Beam me up, Scotty. I think we're going to close out with a little music. Thank you to everyone who's participated in this first Poetry Rising. Again, Bill? Bobby!
Sherry, be nice.
Happy birthday, Sherry.
Happy birthday, Sherry. It's over already.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, Bill, party song. Bob.
Bobby de Blasio. I will be playing at the Turning Point next Friday if anybody's there.
All right.
Let's see, what am I going to do? All right, I'm going to do another kind of, pretty poetic, I guess. Date on arrival, I was right on time. Key to survival, never drop a dime. And just bear witness what you hold inside. Your physical fitness, something you can't hide. Tell me what's so bad about feeling good. You can put me down for being misunderstood. Misunderstood, misunderstood. Now I've heard you thunder, I felt your pain. The spell you were under in the driving rain just made me feel empty, like I had no soul, like I was bleeding out of control. Tell me what's so bad about feeling good. You can put me down for being misunderstood. Misunderstood, misunderstood. One mistake and you're on your own. One heartache and you'll know what it's like to be alone. You're my heart's desire. You're a burning flame. You set my soul on fire. What is seen is what remains. But it's all for nothing. We don't take it all away. Can't you see that I'm glued to every word you say? Tell me what's so bad about feeling good. You can put me down for being misunderstood. Misunderstood, 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 misunderstood. Thank you so much. This is great. I love this. Thanks.
Okay, so that's going to conclude our first Poetry Rising Summer Poetry Festival, and we are probably going to look forward to doing an Autumn Poetry Festival and a Winter one and a Spring one. So we'll do that, and thank you very much, and to all my friends who came, and then everyone who I didn't know before, thank you so much for being here and sharing this birthday with me. It was just kind of a coincidence, but you made it really special, all of you. Thank you. Good night.